Hello and welcome. This is Ayana Leahy, and I am so very, very happy that you are here with me today in this week's episode of Be One, Be You. We are diving into a powerful theme: how mothers block their sons' evolution and growth. Powerful topic because it happens all of the time, and yet it is rarely spoken about. There are many conditions within a woman to block her son's entry into his true self. And usually it comes from a woman's own emptiness inside, the incompletions within herself, the inability to fully tap into her inner masculine, her inner feminine, and to be able to integrate them. Many women over time have felt incomplete and feel emotionally empty inside of their partner not being able to meet them. And so, if they are in need of the masculine attention, the masculine vibe, their son then becomes, for a woman, the surrogate for the emotional relationship that they would like to have with their male partner. And when a woman has not found her inside counterpart, her inner masculine, she does not intuitively know how to support her son. The messages that are given to one's son is crucial. This podcast is dedicated to all men and to all mothers, women, and fathers who were in a mother position and or raised by a mother, who live their life in their disempowered feminine. The projections put upon a son, upon a boy, is really important because the male psyche works with what's been projected on him. Yes, the female psyche does too, but the male psyche wants to really please and show up. Its internal self is very worldly, and it wants to protect one's mother. It wants to fix what's wrong. It wants to make things better. And yes, this happens in the female psyche too, but in the male psyche, it's very intricate, because the boy, the son, you as a male spark, are seeking your connection into divine source, into the feminine aspect of divine source through your mom. And the male physiology connection through the umbilical cord in utero is experienced differently in the psyche, the part of the mind that works with impressions and interpretations, differently than the female psyche. And the male psyche, you as the male spark, must be given the initiation that who you are is beautiful and perfect from the get-go. There's nothing that you need to change about you except to grow into. Many boys who've grown into men, and if you're one of these who I'm describing right now, take this in, had to shove down your own feelings and could not share your feminine energies, which are categorized as feminine, and yet they're equally masculine. And so you grew up fitting into the model, the role, the mold of what you were supposed to be to make your mother feel loved, seen, appreciated, empowered, acknowledged. And the ways that a woman represses her own true self, her true power, ties into how a woman would control her son. If a woman is not being seen, heard, met by the masculine in her partner, whether it's same-sex or opposite-sex relationship, she is going to go through a roller coaster ride inside of herself, skirting around the pain that's inside of not being able to fully be one, be connected in to the source of her own masculinity. The masculine expression of source is a provider. It is a supportive space holder. It is the one who holds systems together in order for the feminine to flourish. So to raise a healthy son, you as a woman, you must allow the inner feminine of your son to grow and develop. He is just as exquisite as your feminine power, which you may not have yet discovered. The incoming souls right now onto this planet in the human body have a very developed inner masculine and inner feminine and need an entirely new training, a new model. Many boys are seeking their feminine and need to express it from lifetimes of not being able to. The inner feminine is found through going within and receiving the feminine, but making sure that your inner masculine is not rejecting your feminine. It's always the interplay, the interrelationship, the interdynamic between your inner masculine and your inner feminine. So for a woman, a mom, a mother, to get out of the way of her son's evolution and his growth, she needs to see her son for who he is instead of who she needs him to be in her own eyes. You as a woman must be willing to let go of how you control your own feminine and be aware of the ways as a woman you manipulate and control, because you haven't yet found your real power, the power that is in your true feminine, supported by your true masculine. We each have our own personal dynamic of our inner masculine, inner feminine relationship. It's a topic that I love. It's where I began 40 years ago, realizing the importance of this balance in this time. I've worked with a lot of men and have been graced and honored and gifted with running men's groups through being asked to. And the pain inside of the male body is great due to not understanding his own feminine, and then also being in relationship with a partner or partners who don't understand theirs. Find the you find the aspects of yourself that had to go underground in your body and reinvent your connection to you. Allow that part to speak with you and to show up. Feminine is always an initiator of a new cycle, a new energetic opening. Feminine is the igniter. The masculine can activate that spark of your feminine, but your feminine has to show up first, which would explain those of you who are really super connected to allowing your inner feminine to emerge. And the best thing you can do is to find your inner male, your inner female, the inner feminine, the inner masculine, social, ancestral, karmic roles that you've played, the personality self. That's different than your divine self. The divine masculine, divine feminine is the sacred spark that you are, and you work as a whole inside of you. How you honor your inner male, how you honor the way that you walk your life, the way that you honor the love that is inside of you. Your masculine power is love. So if your mom, mother, stepmother couldn't receive the love that you are, but projected what she needed from you, you stifled your own masculine energy. Feminine energies are your power. Power, the flame from the earth. The power of transformation. The feminine energy within you transforms you. And so this is an internal connection that manifests through reshifting, recalibrating your masculine, feminine qualities. They support each other. They are in harmony or are out of harmony. They're either working together to create the power and the love of who you are in the world, or blocking your life and stifling you. As a mother raising a son, I invite you to release your umbilical cord and know that the boy feels it, and to trust that by the age of 7, you must release the cord and have a healthy masculine support system in place for your son, and to not expect him to carry on the unspoken masculine traditions, the unspoken masculine expectations placed upon him, because it's creating and has created a stifled world, and the masculine must come back into balance with its true inner feminine. And so we see everywhere in our social interactions and the voice of the true self yelling out right now, I, the feminine, must be seen. I, the feminine, must be received. And it's even beyond what sex you were born in this lifetime, because you're here to reconnect to your true masculine, reconnect to your true feminine. And yet each and every one of us has our own platform, the foundation in which to transform in. And we need to respect that in one another. But we first need to really respect the pain that is inside of our inner male, that inner masculine self. and the pain inside the inner feminine self. Whether you are in a male or a female body, the pain happens through being separate in our heart. And in the heart is where our inner feminine and inner masculine reside. In the signature programs in the Evolutionary Empowerment course, you get deep dives into all of this. You also get some really deep insights and tools in my book, One in Soul. One in Soul. It's Be the Humanity Blueprint, Volume 1. You can find it on Amazon. It's a dynamic, over 10-year writing for you. When you have a son and you're raising him to stand in his own strength, his own integration of logic, intuition, intellect, you are helping him to integrate his thinking and feeling self. You are not imposing what you believe should be his pathway. You want to allow the freedom of his inner masculine to be found by him. You need to make sure he has lots of healthy experiences with nature and to find that direct connection to his inner teacher in nature, his inner totem, the spirit of the animal that is his inner teacher to help him move through his life in a very healthy, earth, heaven-based way, so that your son knows himself from the inside out without shame. The shame happens in the psyche and the being of the male through being criticized, judged, made to be different than who he is. And to know that the power that you hold as a woman is very, very huge. Huge is not a big enough word. The power of you as a woman, the power of your feminine can make or break a man at any stage of your life, and you walk a sacred path. I invite you to really take a look at all the patterns that you were raised in, patterns that you're done with, the patterns that you no longer need to carry with you, and to reshape your commitment to the male, to support and acknowledge the generations of raw material inside of a male, whether it's your son, a male partner, a husband, a boyfriend, same-sex partner, that you must acknowledge that and love the male in your life from your heart, speaking clearly and not making it about you, really being there for another person's transformation and their cycle of renewal. First, we'll have to complete with our old cycles so that we can find a new way to live our life and to be real. And the realness between you, your son, and the male in your life, the men in your life, is crucial. And to love that boy inside of you, to love that girl inside of you, women, and make sure you're not putting out her pain onto the male, and to renew and heal with your true inner masculine. Such a gift to give yourself. Know that you can find all the tools that you need in the Spirit Gateways programs, the courses, the trainings. Check out the membership site, and it is filled with so many practices and tools in the various courses I've created for you. So you can choose and, start what draws you. And there's many, many topics of the mini courses. There are deepenings, mini courses, and deepenings in the membership site along with the signature programs. And the evolutionary empowerment goes real deep, and it's a magnificent 18-module course. I hold you in deep love. May your inner masculine, your inner feminine get to know one another. And may you birth the true you, your true self, into your life so that you can really be who you are and make a much needed difference on this planet and in the life of the males, the men in your life, and the women who are needing support to open to their true inner masculine. Holding you in deep, deep love. This is Ayana Leahy. I will welcome you to Be One, Be You, and look forward to us being together next time.